Let's talk to... Who's this guy? We'll talk to him, Florius.
A source hunter? A very hearty welcome to our humble warehouse. Have a look around. And don't mind if I pick your brain about the scoop around Undervale. I'm behind on my current affairs.
Tell me about yourself.
I tell you, this gig sure beats getting my toes bitten off by zombies out in the field. We warehouse guards don't have to do much apart from stroll the perimeter a few times an hour. And of course, every now and again, some friendly folks, like yourself, will wander through here. And nothing beats a pleasant conversation, though my comrade Horatius has quite different opinions on that matter.
And what is Horatius' opinion exactly?
Have you talked to him? Thinks every man, woman and child who steps foot in this place wants to rob it blind. If I so much as greet a townsperson with a hello instead of a state your purpose, he starts frothing on and on about godly duty and security breaches.
Well, you know current affairs.
This Jake business is quite the scandal, no? I myself suspect his wife, Esmeralda, and the butcher seconds that, let me tell you. Then again, and you didn't hear this from me, he's going through quite the nasty divorce himself, and there's his children to consider. But I imagine his youngest, Kimberly, won't mind. Never did get on well with her mother ever since the incident. Oh, it's an unparalleled pleasure having a fresh ear around here.
Okay, I'll take my leave. That's stealing? I'm not stealing. Alright, so Sergeant Courteous.
Salutations! Source hunters, I see. I'm Sergeant Courteous, proud protector of this house of Legion goods.
Tell me about yourself.
Courteous is my name. The Legion is my calling.
Okay, what's in that room exactly?
This is a storing house for Legion supplies. Perhaps the most important building in the realm, by my and others' estimation. And I, Sergeant Courteous, have been trusted to guard it.
Okay, I'll take my leave. I'm not going to steal from Legion. I've got no reason to do so. Now, all of this is stealing if I go into it, so that's fine. We'll ignore that, and I can't do that either. Who are you? Moria?
Well, a source hunter. About time the council took us seriously. Maybe you can start with the two idiots hiding their pet orc here.
You take my leave, and I'll go see about those two idiots in the pet orc. Right? Now, I can't do anything with all of this. Okay. A female orc with... My god, look at the bosom. Okay, let's take a look at them.
Ah, who better than a proven orc crusher to convince my dumbbell of a friend here that orcs are predators, not pets.
Okay, Sean Connery, what else you got to say?
Enough of that. I know how dangerous an orc can be, but this one has been reformed. Anyone can see that she's completely docile. But my prejudiced friend here still wants to kill her.
Tell me about yourselves.
Maybe before the great orc raid we had time to indulge Ninius's idiotic obsessions. But now we're needed at our posts. I can hardly believe I've been wasting time protecting an orc when I should be running them through.
Okay, I'll continue.
Excuse my friend's violent outbursts. He hasn't enjoyed a woman's touch in quite some time now. It makes him a bit edgy.
Your woman's touch is less of a loving caress and more of a claw shanked brutally through the throat. I'll take my chances as a bachelor, thanks.
What's this about a charmed orc?
My friend here and I were patrolling outside the city walls, when who did I see creeping along the shore but this lovely orcish lady? For a brief second, as long as eternity, we locked eyes. Perhaps confused by the butterflies in her stomach, she sprang up and began running, claws bared towards Marius. Fortunately for him, I had the presence of mind to ignore my sword and instead adroitly fling my pouch of trinkets towards her. A vial of love potion shattered over her head, and when she turned to face me, she became instantly enamored. I'm sure she must have been compelled to join the Orcish army under some kind of duress. A lady with such a sweetly savage manner would never willingly join up with those vicious marauders.
Ha! I can assure you there wasn't a hint of sweetness in those murderous eyes when she lunged at my throat. She may be confined here for now, but who's telling when she'll escape and who she'll rip to shreds?
A love potion, tell me more.
I've always had an amateur interest in all things alchemical. When I read in an esteemed periodical from the Wizards of Youthful Gore about an amazing opportunity that could change my life, I had to act fast or lose the once-in-a-lifetime deal. I sent away for the world-famous love potion, available for a limited time only, and it has worked exactly as promised.
You see what a fool my friend has been, spending all his cash on snake oil and bringing a temporarily tranquilized monster into our midst to boot.
What kind of monster would lie in a published advertisement? I'm sure the effects of the potion will be everlasting, as printed.
Let me tell you what I think.
You see, he'd believe it was noon at midnight if he read it on a printed pamphlet. Please tell me you can reason with him, or ditch reason and use your sword to shave him from his murderous darling.
Okay, she's got to be put down. If this love potion is as dodgy as it sounds, she could come to her vicious senses at any time.
Glad to hear I'm not the only one with common sense around here. I'll do the honors myself.
No! She's harmless! Please! You bastard! You had no right!
No right to protect not only you from your own stupidity, but myself and the citizens of Sicil as well.
It's you we need protection from, murderer. Fortunately, the Wizards of Youthful Gore make a revenge elixir that will show you what's what.
Go ahead and throw your sugar water on me if you like. Your foolishness is no longer my problem. Thank you, stranger. If you ever need help, I'll do my best to repay you.
Alright, now, there is a reason why I made that choice. Because, actually, I do know that if you don't make that choice, the love potion does wear off. So, the question is, what am I going to do? I need to keep going with strength, I think. I am going to need constitution. And I'm going to need perception because I am the scout. I am the party scout. Let's see. Perception affects your critical chance, initiative start, action points in combat, detect traps, and accuracy when shooting over long distances. But your job in the party. Your job in the party is to have the strength. So we're going to go ahead and boost strength. Alright, that's fine. And your abilities, oh, and I get traits, weapons. You're going to stay with single-handed. That's basically what's going on. We're staying with single-handed here. So weapons close. Defense. Armor specialist. We're probably going to go with armor specialist. We're going to probably do an armor specialist, shield specialist, and bodybuilding. Alright. Skills. Man-at-arms we already have. Pyrokinetic. Determines how many okay. Alright, so that's a thing. Witchcraft, Geomancer. Pretty much from here, he doesn't really need anything. From here, I don't know that I really need anything. So we're still looking at armor specialist skills. Alright, we looked at that. Personality. Oof. We do need charisma. We need a ton of charisma. We need charisma, we need bartering, because I am the face of the party. Alright, we do need eventually to look at that. Craftsmanship, blacksmithing, lore master. Alright. I have crafting 1 from pragmatic.
One day, Moira. One day you'll show 'em all.
So I do need crafting. I need blacksmithing.
One day, Moira. One day you'll show 'em all.
Required to improve metal enhance metal weapons and armor.
This place reeks of all
And nasty deeds. Are you gonna take lockpicking? I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave nasty deeds to one of my other characters, and I'm gonna concentrate on him being a frontline fighter. So I'm gonna give him armor specialist. He's the only one who's gonna be using the shield, so I'm gonna give him shield specialist first. Can I not give it to him? No, I can't. So he can't take that. He can't take bodybuilding armor. He can take willpower. I don't care about that. So he's either going to take. So he has to take one of these. So he's got crafting 1. So I'm going to give him blacksmithing so he can improve his own stuff. Let's do that. Alright, and that's it on that. And traits. Pragmatic. Toggle info. Why is it? Okay, no, I don't have anything for traits. Okay, we're good. And I'll go to Flamehand. Yes, I'm sure I want to confirm these changes. Alright, abilities. So he needs the intelligence. We definitely got to go intelligence here. Alright, so concentrate on what you're here for. Abilities now. Weapons. Bow, dual wielding, single hand, two hand. Oh, wand. Okay, so wand is an actual weapon type. That's interesting. Dual wield, no, two-handed. Staff. So, I actually could increase my staff ability. I may do that in a second. I may do that in 1 second. Let's look at defense. Not really, that's not really your strong point. Skills. Aerosurge. Alright. So I really want to focus on basically, yeah, Geomancer and Pyrotechnic. I want to focus on those. So I can close this for now. So I'm looking at single-handed or wand. I'm thinking single-handed. I'm looking, no, two-handed, sorry. Two-handed or wand. He has Lore Master. I have Lore Master 1. So that's good. Personality, I could make him the face of the party. He's got Charisma 1. I could give him bartering and make him the face of the party. So I actually am, with Charisma 1, I am going to go ahead and
One day, Moira. One day
I am going to make him the face of the party from now on. Telekinesis is not bad. Right, telekinesis is not bad. That's not a bad idea. I may start with that. I may start doing that. Nasty deeds, I don't think I'm taking any nasty deeds. But I may do telekinesis. So it's between telekinesis, bartering, and two-handed. Now, I don't know if two-handed actually increases my ability to do spells with staffs. I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not. And because I don't know, I'm not doing any nasty deeds. So it's between telekinesis and bartering. I think I'm going to take telekinesis. And that's it. And yes. Alright, so now you're going to be the face of the party now. Let's take a quick look at character. And we're going to look at attributes. No, we're looking at talents, charisma 1, and we're looking at martial. And martial charisma 0. Yeah. So yeah, you're going to be the new face of the party. When we're dealing with people, you're the face of the party. Which is different. Not you. Flamehand is the face of the party. Now let's talk to her again.
This place. Thank you for talking some sense into that knucklehead. That she-beast would have been the death of us.
I will take my leave. Alright. Now, I do need to start gathering my party. But I also do need to make sure that I explore the whole area. So I could go, so we're going to start out over here. That's fine. So starting here. Okay, so I do know how to get there. We won't be there for a while. It'll be many episodes before we get there. Okay, these legionnaires. Okay, legionnaire.
Oh, it never ends around here. There's a zombie in my garden. My sheep is missing. An orc ate my baby. Night and day, a day and night.
I'll take my leave. And you.
Murder within the walls, undead outside the walls, and here we legionnaires sit, twiddling our thumbs.
Okay. Twiddling your thumbs. And what about you? Who are you? Legionnaire?
Honored to meet you. Wish I was a sword hunter. Dangerous line of work, but it's a damn sight more glorious than being a legionnaire.
I will take my leave. Alright, now. We're moving up here. Now, we can go up here. Now, what is this room? This is the abandoned house, right? And we can't get in the abandoned house yet. Doesn't matter, we'll get there eventually. Now, I'm just trying to look at where I can go. What are my options? Okay, there's a house. Okay, I think I know what room that is. I think I know what house that is. Okay. So that's someplace I haven't been yet. Even my other playthrough, I don't think I ever went there. Right. Oh, what's in here? Nothing. Okay. Is there anything here that I need to worry about? There's an anvil, a whetstone, a bucket. Alright, cool. Alright. Just out of curiosity, am I strong enough to pick up water barrels yet? Pick up? Oh, I can just carry water barrels with me now. Because I'm telekinetic. I am the man right now. Awesome. And this is the way out of town.
Toasty!
Is that stealing? I don't think it is. Barrel? Nothing. Barrel 2. Okay. Knock down arrows. Alright, and what's over here?
Good luck out there, Hunter. Evil lurks beyond
It never
Sightseer's
rains but it
ramparts.
pours, eh?
Alright. So, alright. Oh, sorry, gotta run. Sorry about that. Had to run and take care of something really quickly. Came up very quickly. And I had to go do it. Alright, I'm back. And is there anything here I need to deal with? Alright, well, let's search. Barrel. Alright, can I send to Marshall? Barrel. Send to Marshall. Alright, we'll leave the water barrels there. Alright. Now, this is the other house. This is the place I haven't been before. This is the morgue. I have been here before. I know about this place. This is going to be a little tricky. So, mortician's morgue. Okay, barrel. Nothing. Barrel. Nothing. Water barrel, wooden crate. Now, there is a crate around here. Alright. Wooden crate. Now, I don't have a rogue in the party just yet. Okay, I'll take that. Alright. So I don't have the wooden crate yet. I do, however, need to put this scroll where it belongs. And that is, we're gonna hold, and we'll put it in here. Alright, now, I don't need that. The question is, now this is a little odd, but can I put this in my backpack? Hold. And, okay, that means I have access to it whenever I need it. Awesome. Okay, so we're good. Now here's where things get tricky. Alright, we're gonna sneak. Okay. Close the door. And search these bodies. Okay. Now. Okay, we'll take the hair. We're just gonna take the stuff just because. We don't need the bucket. What do we got here? We've got the basket, and there's nothing in the basket. Okay, we're going to take the guitar. I don't know what I need it for. I didn't need the bucket.
I guess someone else got here first.
Okay. Door. Okay, that's that door. Hammer. We'll take it. We'll take the nails. Take the nails. And we're going to take Robert's ledger. We're also going to read it. Let's read it. Okay. Furthermore, I find it impossible that any but Mayor Sisel, Captain Arius, Evelyn, or Esmeralda would have been able to gain access to the body without my noticing. A corpse can't just vanish into thin air, and even if it could, it's not as though a strong wind could blow a sack of gold onto the empty slab. No, one of them must have been involved, but as long as no one goes digging up Jake's coffin, I don't see how the crime could ever be traced back to me.
Looks like the mortician has reason to suspect Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, Evelyn, and Sigurd's beard. What a find!
Right. Alright, so now let's go ahead, just in case he comes out, and close this door and stop sneaking. Alright, cool. Is there anything over here I need to look at? Broad skull, door, empty potion bottle, the corpse compendium. Ooh, books. Does he have anything in books? Excuse me. Sorry for my voice. Desk. Oh, he's got gold. I'm taking the gold. It's not stealing, and I'm going to take the paper knife. Alright, as long as it's not stealing, I'm good. Alright. Okay, let's talk to Rob. Is he Rob? Roberts.
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death?
Tell me about yourself.
This here's my family business. Yes, there's been a Roberts escorting stiffs into the next life since the foundation of Sisal itself. They don't write epics about morticians, but I'm proud of my work nonetheless.
Okay, what can you tell me about Jake's murder?
Sad story, that. though, if I'm speaking plainly. The sentimental aspect of it all doesn't make much of an impression on an undertaker. Especially not these days, with so many laid low by the orcs and such like. I just concern myself with giving the remains a respectable exit from life. We set him to rest in the northern graveyard. Perhaps he can finally get a little peace.
About Jake's body.
How do you... Ah, the ledger, is it? Fool was I to leave it in the open. Or perhaps I even looked forward to being found out. Well, as you know, I have my suspects in the matter. What would you like to know?
Why do you suspect Major Sissel?
Plenty of us shopkeepers entrust the mayor with the spare keys to our businesses, you know. And he's the only person in town with a second copy of the key to the mortuary. He could have used it to sidle in without a peep, if he were so inclined.
Why do you suspect Captain Aureus?
Aureus himself paid me a visit the night the body was delivered. Came rapping at my door in the frosty morning, before the sun had even started peeping, and told me to tell him, and only him, if I noticed anything strange or suspicious about the remains. Can't see why he'd bothered to go through all that trouble, unless he knew something the rest of us don't.
And why do you suspect Evelyn?
I know it sounds strange suspecting the doctor's apprentice of something so ghoulish as this, but there's few in this city could manage to transport a corpse without raising eyebrows. It was she who delivered Jake's body from the inn to the mortuary. And there was something about her that night. Some kind of excitement. Seemed she could barely contain her thoughts. That there was something thrilling about to happen. I can't quite settle it in my mind how a young medical professional would have such a strange reaction to an occasion such as that. And this may or may not have anything to do with the whole rigmarole. But her master, Dr. Theleron, bought an old shack of mine, one overtaken by undead, for an exorbitant price considering what he was getting. I never did figure what he wanted it for, but he sure seemed eager.
Why do you suspect Esmeralda?
I never saw a widow less distraught at the death of her husband, and I've seen hundreds pass through my parlor. It was she who rang my bell just before the body was snatched. Lured me outside, claiming she needed air, before discussing the funeral arrangements. Some accomplice could have sneaked in and grabbed the remains while I was comforting the oh-so-overcome Esmeralda.
Okay. Now, I could get that gold from him. Let's go ahead and do that. Why not? About that bag of gold you received for keeping quiet about Jake's body.
That gold's the only good thing to come out of this blasted affair, and I certainly plan on making some use of it.
Okay. And I have high charm, so we'll try charm. I think it's charm I have. Come now, you're a good man and a pillar of this community. Hand over the blood money before it stains your reputation and your conscience. Oh, we disagree. I don't really play rock, paper, scissors, so boom.
Pillar of the community? Ha! Half this city doesn't know my name, and the other half regards me as the spirit of death itself. I'll keep my reward, thanks, and the community can think whatever it wants.
Fine by me. Don't really care that much. Now, I'm going to pop upstairs and see if you have anything upstairs that I can use. But here you are upstairs, blocking me from using your stuff. However... Okay,
Are we naughty round here?
I'm not fighting him. I'm not fighting him. I'm not fighting him. That's not something that's ever going to happen. Alright, let's put the party back together again. Yeah, the door was open, so I didn't think it was going to be a fight. That's why I went in there. I'm not fighting him. Alright, so now let's see where I'm at. Alright, now, where was the way out of town where I gotta... Alright, so I'm over here. Yeah, the way out of town was over here. So, it looks like there is a whole section of the undead overrun area that is safer than the other one. That's what one of the things I wasn't understanding before when I was here. And I was doing all of this. So I'm popping up here for just a second. Who's this guy? Oh, okay. So, this is a conversation.
The sun is out, and yet I feel cold inside my soul.
Alright, I'm going to get to that, but I'm going to get to that next episode. I'm going to thank you now for watching, and I will see you then. Peace.